I want to respond. Keith Locke.
Thank you, Mr Chair, and I'm sure my Labor colleagues will get a chance later on. There's a lot of good suggestions that have come out for a title. A lot of good suggestions. I think one of the problems with them, though, is that they're a little bit long, and I'm sort of trying to work on shortening it. I think, for example, just using the term Warners rather than as requested by Warners, shorten it down a bit, like the Warners Employment Relation Film Production Work Amendment Bill, just putting Warners in the front. Even the Warners Bill could be used, just to abbreviate it the most. And I think that in respect to Warners, and they're responsible for this bill, but we have to give them respect. And I don't know whether it's within standing orders, and possibly the Chair or the Minister could inform us on this. Can we use the Warners logo, the official Warners logo? Is that possible within standing orders? The Minister could tell me a bit later on. But certainly we want to give Warners recognition because they are the force behind this bill. And also I think they'll have to cop all the flak for it. I think that's fair enough too. As opprobrium is heaped on this bill, as it causes all the legal tangles that I referred to in my second reading speech, and Charles Chevelle went into some detail on, when it all collapses in confusion in all sorts of district courts and high courts and courts of appeal and Supreme Courts, then I think if it's called the Warners Bill, we'll know who's really responsible. We don't want Warners to get off the hook in any way. Another very short term would be the No Strike Bill. Just very simple, No Strike Bill, because that's what this is about. It's to deny workers who are in the film industry the right to any collective industrial action before at any stage in the production of films. Basically because an employer, when they sign up an actor or film worker for a period, can say you've got to sign up as an independent contractor with no rights or you don't get a job. There's nothing in the bill to stop employers acting in that way. So I think just simple term like that, Warner's Bill, No Strike Bill, or Warner's No Strike Bill, perhaps join up those two concepts. And I think in some ways Warner are lucky here, because I don't normally, when you give naming rights and you put logos on things, you charge the company concerned. But it might be against standing orders again to charge Warners for having their logo on this bill. Even so, what we're giving them is a freebie. And really that's in the spirit of the bill, in the spirit of what the government has done. Because, what is it, $100 million that, I've lost track of the millions that the government has just handed over to Warner Brothers, but it would be in the spirit of that to give them this freebie, the naming rights to the bill, logo on the bill, full stop. Thank you.
Phil Twyford.
I also have a suggestion for the name of this bill, sir, and I think that this bill should be called the National Party craven, cynical attempt to claim credit for inventing the New Zealand film industry, sir. That's my... Is that too long? I don't know, but it doesn't have the virtue of brevity, but it's certainly more accurate, sir, than the name that the government has given this bill. Now, you'd think, from listening to the debate in the House from the government benches this afternoon, that this movie, The Hobbit, was the first blockbuster movie ever to be made in New Zealand. And you would think that the National Act government were the first government in New Zealand history to ever do anything constructive for the New Zealand film industry. The Prime Minister, you would think, has saved the day. He has single-handedly rescued